And it's Ken Kraetzer for Sons of American Legion at West Point. It was a great hockey game today. A 5-4 win for West Point over New Hampshire of Hockey East. Have a chance to talk to the head coach of Army Hockey, Brian Riley. And Coach, just tell us a little bit about that. Was an exciting third period. You scored a goal to tie it up. You had to kill a 5-minute power play, and then you got the game winner. Just how exciting is that, and how well did your team perform?
Well, you know what? Really pleased with the guys' effort after being off for a couple weeks. I mean, great college atmosphere in here tonight, sold out building, and I think that gave us a little boost in the third period. I mean, bottom line is, and I haven't really looked at the stats, but if you win third periods, which we did tonight, I think we had 2 goals and didn't give up anything, and I think the special teams, we won that battle and we're able to be on top. But really pleased with the effort. I thought that our best players needed to be our best players when you play these teams that have NHL draft picks, and UNH I think has 6 of them, but our top players really stepped up tonight.
Well, you got off to a good start with the 2 goals by Dom Franco in the first period. How'd you feel about those couple of plays?
Well, you know what? Dom's a big-time player for us, and his line was on when we got scored against on the first shift, so he responded and got 2 big goals for us, and he didn't allow the game to get away from us, so we didn't really have to chase the game. And Dom was really good. He was obviously one of the best players on the ice tonight.
And you got a go-ahead goal early in the second period from Anthony Furillo. He made a nice play coming down the left side. Tell us about that play.
So Anthony is he's a skilled guy, not the biggest guy back on the blue line, but he makes plays, and every goal is big, but he got a goal when we really needed it.
And I thought your goaltender had a big save late in the second period, stopping a breakaway. Trevin Kozlowski. That kept it a 1-goal game going into the third period.
Yeah, you know what? Up to that point, I didn't think it was one of Trev's best games, but when we needed him to make the big save, which on that breakaway, shorthanded breakaway, he came up huge and got it done.
What'd you tell him going into the third period? Obviously, you got off to a great start with Alex Wilkinson's goal just 53 seconds in to tie it.
Well, we said that in the second period, the goals that we gave up were self-inflicted. Against these teams, you got to make sure that you're managing the puck. And on both those goals, we made poor decisions. But going into the third, we said to our guys, hey, you know what? We still have 20 minutes left, and we still have an opportunity to put our best 20 minutes of the night on the board, and our guys did.
And then you had the penalty, the 5-minute penalty that created a 5-minute power play for New Hampshire. One of the toughest things to do is to kill a 5-minute power play, especially against a good team like New Hampshire. What did you tell the team? How did they execute that so successfully?
Well, you know what? Our penalty kill has been really good all year, and all the credit goes to Zach McKelvey. I mean, he does a fantastic job. And it's a momentum thing. Once we got through the first 2 minutes, you could feel the energy on our best. Your special teams, whether it's power play or penalty kill, they have to be difference makers. And tonight, ours were.
Very good. And then you got the go-ahead goal from Michael Wilson, from Franco and Zimmerman. Just tell us a little bit about that play and how you must have felt seeing your team go ahead.
Well, you know what? Wilson is a very good player when he plays in front of the net. I mean, it's a hard area, and he's not afraid to get to the front of the net. So, you know what? That was a huge goal, but we also had, there's a lot of time after that goal, and I thought our guys managed the game really well from that point on.
Just how does it feel when you play a team from Hockey East and do well? As you said, New Hampshire's got future NHL players on its roster. What does it mean for your program when you're able to get a win like today?
Well, you know what? It says a lot about our players, their compete level. We played another Hockey East team earlier in the year, UConn, and beat them. They have NHL draft picks. Obviously, UNH, very good team, NHL draft picks. And you know what? Teams like that, you got to have to outwill them and make it hard for them. And I thought our guys did a really good job of being hard to play against tonight.
And 13 wins on the season. What did it take to turn the team, make it so successful? You got a lot of young players. There's a lot of juniors and sophomores on this roster for you.
Yeah, what a lot of people don't realize is last year we had a lot of injuries, and actually when we got everybody back, we were able to kind of go 4-4-4 down the stretch. So we knew that we had good guys coming back, and but I always say half of being good is thinking you're good, and our guys just have a real good feeling right now. And as a result, when we get in these close games, we've been in a lot of them. So, that's what we talked about during the timeout. Hey, you know what? These games are meant for us, built for us. We like being in these close one-goal games, and we found a way to be on the right side of them.
And now you go out to a special tournament at Las Vegas, hosted by the Las Vegas Golden Knights and a West Point grad out there. You're going to play Providence and maybe Ohio State or Cornell. What are you thinking about preparing for that event?
Well, you know what? I'm trying not to think about that. That field, I won't think about them tonight, but obviously 3 of the top teams in college hockey right now. But a great opportunity for us. If you want to beat the best, you have to play them. So, again, every game's an opportunity for us. We are going to have to be really good out there to win some games. But I know our guys are excited and looking forward to it.
Coach Brian Riley, best wishes from everybody at the American Legion, and congratulations on really a big win tonight over New Hampshire here at West Point.
All right, thanks, Ken, and Happy New Year to everybody.
Thank you. This is Ken Kraetzer for Sons of American Legion Radio at West Point.